Mr. Chairman, my fellow Democrats, I'm Ruben Diaz, Jr., and I'm president of God's country, the great borough of the Bronx. I think this is wonderful that we're all here together as Democrats, united for the most part. We're here because we know that our next, and we're going to re-elect our U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer. Is that correct, Democrats? We're going to re-elect, or we're going to elect Kirsten Gillibrand once again, right? We're going to make sure that our state controller, Tom DiNapoli, stays as controller. Is that correct, Democrats? And tomorrow we're going to nominate and we're going to make sure that the next governor of the state of New York is Andrew Cuomo. And so we're unified on that. But my fellow Democrats, today, right now, we have a crowded, talented field of individuals, good Democrats, who want to offer themselves to be the Attorney General. But one of them, in my opinion, one of them has stood out to be a great Democrat. When a lot of folks talk about being a reformer or change or a new face, I believe that many Democrats, especially in the Bronx and the city of New York and upstate and all across the state of New York, they're going to want to say, don't tell me what you're going to do for me. Show me what you've already done. That's what people look for in a Democrat. And when you look at Richard Brodsky, and I've known Richard Brodsky, I sat next to him for more than 10 years. I served almost 13 years with my good friend in the New York State Assembly. I've been the borough president now for a year, and it is there that I got a chance to know this man. And I can talk to you about all of the wonderful things he's done as a legislator, how he's already proven and shown, ladies and gentlemen, to be the people's champion, to be the people's lawyer. When the MTA and public authorities run amok, it was Richard Brodsky who authored public authority reform legislation and got it passed into law. In the city of New York, it was Richard Brodsky who stood up against powerful interests and the MTA and said no to congestion pricing. It is Richard Brodsky, ladies and gentlemen, who wants equity in contracts and economic opportunity, and he's been the champion for women and minority-owned businesses throughout the city of New York. Richard Brodsky has been fighting the good fight for environmental justice for all New Yorkers, not just in his backyard. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, as a person who has seen him, as a person who has known Richard Brodsky, as a friend, una persona que ha luchado por nosotros como latinos y como neoyorquinos aquí en el gran estado de Nueva York. Para mis hermanos que son latinos, le quiero decir algo. Quizás no tenemos un latino aquí corriendo estatal como demócrata, pero eso no importa. Lo que importa es que tengamos una persona como Richard Brodsky que está ahí luchando por todos nosotros, sea anglosajones, sea afroamericano y también sea latino. Yo como presidente del condado de Papa Dios, el condado del Bronx, el condado que tiene 1.4 millones de residentes, le pido a todos ustedes que voten por Richard Brodsky. I stand here as the person who represents 1.4 million Bronxites, a great number of our Bronxites who call the Bronx home of foreign born. I tell you that this is the man, this is the individual, a great father, a wonderful husband, and yes, a great true friend. That's why, Mr. Chairman and my fellow Democrats, I submit Richard Brodsky for our nominee as Attorney General for the great state of New York. God bless you all.